The big game is upon us, and we need some snacks. Our first sandwich is going to be a Philly cheesesteak, because, come on, go birds. It's going to be thin sliced meat, caramelized onions, and whiz. It's really easy to make the whiz. I'll show you how. Our next sandwich is going to be a Kansas City style pulled pork with a Kansas City barbecue sauce on top of a big round biscuit. Now we want to organize how we're going to cook this today because we want everything to be done at the exact same moment. So you can have your choice between Philly cheesesteak or Kansas City barbecue biscuit. So we're going to start with our pork. We're going to take a little bit of mustard. Just some good old French's yellow mustard. Nothing too fancy. Rub a thin layer. I'm putting maybe about a teaspoon total on each side. This is going to help all of our spices stick to our pork. Next, about a tablespoon of salt total, about a teaspoon of black pepper as well, some Spiceology smoked sriracha maple. This is going to give us that smoky, sweet flavor that you would usually get if you had a smoker. We're going to be cheating today and doing this on the stovetop. I'm using, again, about a teaspoon on each piece. The rest we'll be using for our sauce. We've got our Dutch oven set to a medium-high heat. We're going to put 1 tablespoon of grapeseed oil. All right, we've got some smoke. Let's add our meat. It's already starting to get that barbecue smell from the maple. Now I'm going to deglaze with some Worcestershire sauce and 1 quart of beef stock. Now we're going to throw the top on our Dutch oven, keep it on the stove for about 3 hours, and turn the heat down to a medium-low. Next, we're going to prep all of our stuff for our Philly cheesesteak, which is our meat, onions, and whiz. I have a nice, sweet, white onion we're going to use for our Phillies. We're just going to walk the knife over. So I have a piece of no-roll ribeye I got from my butcher shop. So it has a good amount of, there we go, good amount of fat, some marbling. Throw this in the freezer for about an hour, and then we're going to slice it paper thin. Alright, we are now in the home stretch. We're going to get our first sauce going, which is our barbecue sauce. On a medium heat, we're going to strain all the braising liquid we had into a new pan. We have our braising liquid down, getting hot. We're going to add now half a cup of apple cider vinegar, 1/4 cup of molasses, and then we've got 1 tablespoon of black pepper, 1 tablespoon of chili flakes, and another tablespoon of smoked maple from Spiceology. Now we're going to let this sauce go for about 15-20 minutes, just until it gets nice and thick and syrupy. Next, we're going to get our whiz going. So my best friend's from Philly, and she's been hazing me, to say the least. You know who you are. And she said, if I'm going to make whiz, I have to keep it simple. So here we go. We will have 2 cups whole milk, 4 ounces Velveeta, the good stuff, 1/4 cup sour cream, 1/2 cup 5-year aged white cheddar, some yellow mustard, the good stuff, French's, and 1 tablespoon of salt, sea salt. We're cooking everything on a medium-low heat. Correction, I did my math wrong. It is 2 blocks of Velveeta. I thought I needed 4 ounces of Velveeta, but in fact I need 8 ounces of Velveeta, hence the second pack. Our cheese sauce has been cooking for about 25 minutes, now we're going to add our cheddar. We've reduced this down to a low heat so we don't get the stick on the bottom and it doesn't burn. So we've turned off the heat on our whiz. And last step, sour cream. That's my oven. Our biscuits are ready for our pulled pork. We're going to cook our beef and onions for our Philly cheesesteak. Heat up our pork in our sauce. Assemble and enjoy the game. 2 tablespoons of oil, grapeseed, add our onions. Now remember to season as you go. Salt. 3 fingers, that's it right there. 3 fingers. Three fingers of pepper. Our onions are almost done. Now we're going to add our chopped ribeye. Again, season as you go. Salt. Pepper. Our steak has about 5 minutes to go. So while this cooks, let's get our pulled pork ready. So since I used some country rib, it's a little firmer, so we're going to chop it up. We've reduced our sauce down to this nice, beautiful, thick syrup. Now we're going to take our chopped pork and dump it in. And give it a stir. Now our sauce is still hot right here. We're going to throw it right back on the stove on a very low heat just to keep it warm. For the pulled pork from Kansas City, I'm cheating and using some Pillsbury Grands Flaky Layers Sweet Hawaiians. These are delicious rolls and they're quick and simple. 350, 17 minutes, done. Let's build our sandwiches. Roll. Soft, flaky, buttery. Pulled pork. Nice and hot. Right on top. I'm going to top mine with some raw white onion. My best friend said the best way to do this is whiz on the inside, or cheese sauce. Nice and creamy. Next, meat. Don't be shy. These are fatty sandwiches for a long day of football. A little more cheese. It should be oozing out just a little bit. And there is our head-to-head battle. Kansas City versus Philadelphia. Who will come out on top? Philly. It's gonna be Philly. The moment of truth. Will it be Kansas City? Get the hunch. Okay. Barbecue sauce error. Sweet, salty. Forgive me for part of my mouthful. Tangy, peppery. Delicious. The raw white onions, give it a bite. Or will it be the Philly cheese? Cheesy, fatty, grilled pieces of meat, soft bun. This is a tough lineup. tangy, sweet, peppery barbecue versus cheesy, caramelized onions, grilled beef. The real winner here is going to be you when you cook these for all your friends. You like that? I don't know. Enjoy the game, and until next time, shut up and eat.